Dear children, in Science and Technology Part 2, we are going to learn a new chapter, Introduction to Microbiology. What is microbiology? Microbiology is the study of microorganisms. The word micro is derived from a Greek word mikro means small. The microorganisms are very small and cannot be seen through naked eye. They include bacteria, viruses, and some types of fungi. To study about microorganisms, the microbiologists use some tools like microscopes. Let us see the objective of microbiology. Why I have to learn microbiology? The study of microbes helps us to understand our world and our place with it. It gives us insight to complexity of nature, which in turn provide many health, environmental, social, cultural, economic and industrial benefits. It answers a big question by giving us a knowledge of very small things. The challenges faced by microbiologists vary from solutions for new and emerging diseases such as viral diseases to a sustainable development. When the discipline of microbiology is strong and intellectually vibrant, it is possible to find solution for many problems and lead a more sustainable and bright future. Let us recollect something we have learned about microbes in our previous standards. First, which different microbes are useful to us? If you remember, we have learned a separate chapter on useful and harmful microbes in your ninth standard. The very first use of microorganisms are the decomposers, which decompose the dead and waste organic matter. We have also learned about nitrogen fixing bacteria present in the root nodules of legumes, which helps in fixing atmospheric nitrogen. We have also learned about a bacteria lactobacilli, which converts milk into curd. Bacteria are useful for biodegradation and solid waste management also. Yeast is helpful for making bread and fermentation process. There are bacteria used for alcohol production. Like this, there are many useful microorganisms are present. Many antibiotics like penicillin are also produced with the help of microorganisms. The next is which different products can be obtained with the help of microbes. Many food items like bread, yogurt, cheese, beer, wine, vinegar, etc. can be produced with the help of microbes. Not only food items, many enzymes, vitamins, antibiotics like penicillin, etc. can be produced with the help of microorganisms. We are going to learn in detail about many products produced with the help of these microbes. Microbiology can be classified broadly into two types, industrial and applied microbiology. First, let us see what is applied microbiology. Applied microbiology mainly studies about the enzymes related to prokaryotes and eukaryotic microbes. We know that prokaryotes do not have a distinct nucleus, whereas eukaryotes have a distinct nucleus, and also with proteins, Applied genetics. Applied genetics is like a genetic engineering we have learned in cell biology chapter, and also about molecular biology. Molecular biology is a branch of biology that gives us insight about the structure and function of macromolecules like proteins, nucleic acids, etc. This study of enzymes related to all these fields is called applied microbiology. It is used for the society, and various products like food and medicine are produced on a large scale with the help of microorganisms through this branch. The next is industrial microbiology. Industrial microbiology is related to commercial use of microbes in producing and processing various products. Various microbial processes useful for this purpose are carried out. There are two main features in industrial microbiology. The first one is production of various products using fermentation process like bread, cheese, vinegar, etc. and raw material for chemicals, enzymes, nutrients, medicines, etc. can be produced. The second main feature is using microbes for garbage management and pollution control. Microbes are very much helpful in controlling pollution and managing solid waste. Let us see some products produced with the help of microorganisms. The first among all is dairy products. We know that milk and milk products tend to spoil faster. So, since ancient days, there are many practices followed to change the milk into some products so that they can be preserved. For example, cheese, yogurt, kefir, butter, etc. Kefir is a fermented milk drink which is similar to yogurt but thinner in consistency. Water content and acidity of the milk changes during the formation of these products, and texture, taste and flavor are improved. These processes are performed on a larger scale. For producing most of the milk and milk products, the bacteria in milk itself are used. Only for cheese, fungi is used. The basic process for production of yogurt, cheese, cream, etc. is same. For that, milk is pasteurized at the beginning to destroy unwanted microbes. Now, what is pasteurization? Pasteurization is treating the milk with heat, especially at low temperature below 100 degrees Celsius, to destroy the pathogens. The pasteurized milk is then fermented with the help of lactobacilli. We know lactobacilli is a bacteria found in milk which helps in coagulation of milk. Not only lactobacilli, there are many strains of bacteria present in milk like micrococci, pseudomonas, etc. After fermentation, the lactose sugar present in milk will be converted into lactic acid. This lactic acid gives the sour taste to the fermented milk. After coagulation, then the milk is now called as curd. Beside the product like curd, there are compounds of taste and flavor are also formed with it. For example, diacetyl. This diacetyl has the flavor of butter. If we are using this diacetyl in a food product, It will give you the flavor of butter even without using original butter. Now, let us see about yogurt products. Yogurt is a milk product produced with the help of Lactobacilli inoculate. Inoculation is nothing but introducing a bacteria into something. For maintaining the protein content, the condensed milk powder is added with the milk to be fermented for producing yogurt. This increases the protein content as well as gives the thicker consistency to yogurt. We know that we make curd at home. Curd is nothing but homemade yogurt. The term yogurt is used to make us understand that it is commercially produced and it has increased nutrient content and also high probiotic activity than curd. For producing yogurt, milk is boiled and once it cools to warm temperature, two bacterial strains of Streptococcus thermophilus and Lactobacillus delbrueckii are added to it in the proportion 1:1. The lactic acid formed due to Streptococcus makes the protein in the milk to thicken and gives the consistency to yogurt. Along with that, acetaldehyde-like compounds are also formed which gives the sour taste to yogurt. Nowadays, we know that yogurt are available in various flavors. For that, fruits are mixed, fruit juices are also mixed with the yogurt to impart these flavors. The probiotic activity and shelf-life of yogurt can be improved by pasteurization. Now, let us see about butter. Two varieties of butter, that is sweet cream butter and culture butter, are produced on a large scale. When a butter is made from fresh cream of milk, it is called as sweet cream butter. It will have a creamy consistency and will not have a sour taste. When butter is made from cultured or fermented milk, that is curd or yogurt, it is called as cultured butter. This type will have the tangy or sour taste. So, to produce a cultured butter, microbial strains are used. The next topic we are going to see is cheese production. Cheese is produced on a large scale from abundantly available cow's milk all over the world. Before making cheese, first chemical and microbiological tests of milk are performed. Some colors and microbes like Lactobacillus lactis, Lactobacillus cremoris, Streptococcus thermophilus are added with milk. It imparts the sourness to milk. After this, to impart the thick texture, the whey, that is the watery part from the yogurt, is to be removed from the yogurt. For this purpose, an enzyme rennet was traditionally used in earlier days. This enzyme was derived from alimentary canal of cattle. But nowadays, the enzyme protease derived from fungi is used to make vegetarian cheese. Once the watery part, the whey, is removed, the process of cheese making begins. The removed whey has other commercial uses also. After removing the whey, the thicker yogurt first will be cut into slices and then process like washing, rubbing, salting, mixing of essential microbes, pigments, that is colors and flavors are done. Then the cheese is pressed and cut into pieces and stored for ripening. Ripening is nothing but storing the cheese for a longer time so that the microbes in the cheese will break the proteins, carbohydrates and lipids in the cheese and gives a different taste and flavor. The freshly made cheese like the cottage cheese, otherwise locally called as paneer, mozzarella, are always soft. More the cheese is left for ripening, the harder it will become and it will have an enhanced flavor. There are many types of cheese and you are going to find the types and their uses for our next lecture. This picture explains you the process of cheese making. Here you can see the raw milk being pasteurized, then fermented using microorganisms. Then the enzyme rennet is added with the curd to remove whey. After removing the whey, it is being milled, that is mixed, then salted. After salting, if we want fresh cheese, it is extracted in this point, that is after salting. Then for ripening, this salted cheese is poured into molds, pressed and left for ripening, which gives different taste and flavor. Now we will see about probiotics. Probiotics are also milk products, but they contain some active bacterial species like lactobacillus, bifidobacterium, acidophilus, etc. These bacteria maintain the intestinal microorganisms. We know that our intestine has many useful microorganisms. So these bacteria help to maintain the population of these good bacteria and reduces the activity of harmful bacteria like Clostridium. How do this probiotic act in our body? So the product from the form colonies of useful microbes and increase their metabolic activities in our alimentary canal. This improves the resistance of the body and lowers the ill effect of harmful microbes. We know that when we suffer from bacterial infection, we will be advised to take antibiotics. These antibiotics not only kill the harmful bacteria but also the useful bacteria in the gut. So, to reactivate or increase the useful bacteria in the intestine, these probiotics are really very helpful. The probiotic products are available in various forms like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, that is the pickle of cabbage, dark chocolate, miso soup, pickles, oils, corn syrup, artificial sweetness, microalgae, that is the seafood like spirulina, chlorella, blue-green algae, etc. Nowadays, probiotics are useful in treating diarrhea and also in poultry. Other uses of probiotics are explained in this picture, like increased breakdown of food particles efficiently, absorption of nutrients from the food, producing vitamins, eliminating toxins, and maintaining intestinal wall integrity. That means the ability to stop the microbes to unnecessarily enter the body. All these are the other uses of consuming probiotics. Let us summarize what we have learned in today's lecture. First, we have learned what is microbiology. Microbiology is a branch of science that studies about microorganisms. It's been broadly classified into two types, that is applied microbiology and industrial microbiology. Applied microbiology is a study of enzymes related to some prokaryotes and eukaryotes and also about molecular biology, genetic, species genetics, etc. Then industrial microbiology is related to commercial use of microorganisms in various economic, social and environmental process. It has two main features, that is fermentation and use of microbes in solid waste management and pollution control. Then we have learned about many products produced using microorganisms. The first one we learned about is dairy products, how milk and milk products are preserved using microbial culture. We have also learned about yogurt, which is commercially produced with many flavors and increased probiotic nature and nutrient content. Then we have learned about butter, which is mainly of two types, sweet cream butter and cultured one. Then we have also learned about cheese, how cheese is made from milk. Then finally, we have learned about other milk product, that is probiotic, which helps in increase the metabolic activity and also produce resistance and increases the microbial growth in our alimentary canal. The homework for today's lecture is learn about different types of cheese. There are about 7 different types of cheese. Learn about it. We will see about other products in our next lecture. Thank you.